Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Lbtharealist, and this is Surrealistic Studios. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, and if not, guess what? I hope you do better. So last we left off with this homeless situation in El Cajon. At least 9 people were cited, and they were given citations in order to appear in court, which acts as a misdemeanor on their record. And one of those included was a 14-year-old girl. Like I said, in El Cajon, California. I just did a story on this, and now they have lifted the ban on feeding the homeless in El Cajon, California, amidst national scrutiny in media and alternative media. So I think the only reason they lifted the ban was because of the national coverage that it obtained. Now, they say they lifted the ban because the hepatitis A outbreak is no longer a thing. It's no longer an issue. Therefore, they lifted the ban immediately. But of course, I don't think that's the case. And one of my subscribers pointed out the fact that El Cajon is not the only city, but in fact, there are countless cities across the USA that have passed similar bans on feeding the homeless, as well as bans on sleeping outdoors, bans on sitting in public spaces, things of this nature. So I'm happy that the ban is lifted. These people from this group in El Cajon called Break the Ban, they plan to do more of these feedings in the parks, and that's a good thing. I'm glad that we have people that are willing to put themselves on the line. They're willing to get citations. They're willing to be imprisoned. They're willing to get their heads bashed in by police officers that are hired by corporations to go fight the poor people. I'm glad that we have these heroes on our side that are willing to do this, because they play an important role. If we don't have people willing to break the rules that we know in our hearts that are not right, the rules that we know they're not good, if we don't have these people, then we're never going to move along in life. So kudos to those people. Kudos to the people that refuse to play along with the criminalization of the poor. Kudos to the police officers that don't write the tickets. Kudos to the police officers that turn away and don't play in to the rich versus poor hype. We need those people as well, because as long as the corporations and the oligarchs, as long as they have people that they can hire, people that they could throw money at and hire to go bash the heads in of peaceful protesters and people that speak against authority and people that are just trying to feed the homeless and do the right thing, as long as they have those people, they will forever continue to rule over us, because all they need, there's more of us than them. But how do they win? They turn our numbers against us. They say these people over here are taken away from y'all, and these people over here are taken away from these people over here. And that's how they do it. And as long as people need money, as long as people are scared of authority and they fear power, the longer this is going to continue. We can only have so many people stand up on their own solo with nobody behind them, with no one backing them, no one to have their back in this. This is how they win. They pick us out one by one, or small group by small group. But if we would all rise at once, what are they going to do? You can't imprison the planet. But the thing is, that doesn't happen, because I honestly believe that we are a country divided in a way. There's a lot of us that are subservient to power, and a lot of us that are bootlickers and brown nosers and Uncle Toms and all of these terms, whatever you want to call them. There are people just like that honestly, they may be too far gone, because what we want as good people, what we want as progressive thinkers, as you know, as whatever we want to call ourselves, what we want as those people is different from what they want. These people desire to be ruled. They desire to be told what to do. They desire to be led. They don't want to lead. They don't want to think. They don't want to help their neighbors, and they just want to follow the crowd. They want to do whatever they need to do in order to stay off the radar. And I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that we have people in this world that will do anything to play for the winning team. They don't want to play for the losing team. They don't want to be a loser. You know, nobody wants to be a loser. Everybody wants to be a winner. But nobody wants to sacrifice. Nobody wants to sacrifice. Nobody wants to help those around them. They just want to take care of me, I, myself, or my general surrounding, and that's it. Not knowing that by you not caring about these people over here and not caring about those people over here, that's affecting the whole. And we end up in situations like this. So without going into too much of a tangent, I'll save that for another video. In closing, I'm happy that they lifted the ban. I'm hoping that they keep this stupid ass ban off. I got called self-righteous by one of my commenters. I don't know if they're a subscriber or not, but I got called self-righteous little twit or prick or something like that. Let me just make something clear. I am in no way self-righteous. I don't like self-righteous people. I don't like people that all they do is blame the next person, and they cast stones and they could never do wrong, and they just, you know, all day they just blame this person. It's your fault for doing this, and you know, you're wrong for doing that, and you're wrong for doing that. Never having empathy, just having condemnation and judgment in their hearts. I am not that person. I am not one of these selfish, self-righteous assholes. I'll put that in my mixtape too. I have a line that says that. I said, I'm not self-righteous. I don't like that shit. Or, no, I said something to that effect. Listen to the mixtape, you'll hear. I said, I ain't PC. I don't like that shit. And something about being self-righteous. I don't even know my own lyrics. It was a while ago I recorded it. But I'm not like that. You know, it just, to me, there's a right side of history and there's a wrong side of history. There's a way to address an issue without criminalizing feeding poor people. There's a way to address a hepatitis A issue without banning feeding the homeless. Like, it doesn't make sense. And then they have the nerve to say the main two reasons they say is because of hepatitis A and because it makes the park messy. That already tells me that they're bullshitting, because half of their argument is a messy conversation. It's not even about health risks. It's about mess risks. You know? And then they have the nerve to say, well, if you really want to help the homeless, we'll bring them to your house and let them take a shower and feed them there and do all this. Why the fuck? Why do I have to be a bad person or a hypocrite for not wanting to do that? There's nothing hypocritical about that. If I want to feed the homeless, I should be able to go out to a park or to a street corner or a church, whatever the fuck, and pass him a sandwich or give him some food or whatever. It's a public space. It belongs to the public. And there's way too many homeless to be taking them all to your house. We don't know them. We don't know what kind of mental issues they're dealing with. We're not medical professionals that can make these kind of judgments. But we are regular people. We are people that are capable of giving them a sandwich. We're capable of talking to them. Just because we don't want to bring them to our homes with our families, our children, whatever the fuck, our belongings, you never know who this person is. Yeah, you never know who the person is. But just because we don't know who that person is doesn't mean that we should be banned from helping them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense for somebody to make the argument, well, just take them to your house and let them. Why should we have to do that? All I wanted to do was give the brother a sandwich. Why do I need to invite him to my house to do that? Don't try to straw man me and try to make it seem as though, oh, see, you really don't care about the homeless. Because if you did, you would invite them over to your house and do all this shit. Fuck you. First of all, you don't know who I invite to my house. You don't know if I do that or not. Second of all, we're not talking about inviting them to my house. We're talking about feeding them at a park or on a sidewalk. So, please get over yourselves. All the people that want to call me self-righteous. No, I'm not a self-righteous person. I'm not PC. I don't do that shit. Not at all. I don't believe in that shit. Not at all. But I do believe in doing what's right for people. For people. Not because the law says it or because you want to be a good soldier. You fucking bootlickers. Alright. Until next time. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a little irritated on that one. Kind of went off on a tangent. But remember to love from the bottom of your heart. Remember to love, man. Just love. Spread the love. Spread the love. To somebody. And then maybe that somebody will spread love to the next person. And then it'll just continue on like that. Alright? Remember the peace all around the world. Peace, not war. Just forgiveness. Fuck vengeance. Blood only begets blood, and violence only begets more violence. Stop the cycle. Stop the violence. Stop the bullshit. Love, peace, and keep spreading that light, that enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? So more people know. It's okay to be ignorant of facts. It's okay to not know something. If I forgot something, if I don't know something, if I'm ever ignorant in the video, I'm hoping my subscribers or my commenters or my listeners will go on my video and let me know where I fucked up at. And not make me feel stupid about it, but make me feel enlightened. Like, you know, I see your point, but let me raise you this. Let me extend an olive branch. You don't have to make somebody feel bad about it. You don't have to call people names. I know I slip up all the time. I call people names. I try not to. I really try not to. And I know it's hard. So I'm not just trying to blame everybody else. I'm putting this on myself. Anything I say to you guys, I put on myself too. Because I'm no way free of it. Nobody is free of anything. You know what I'm saying? We all have the capacity to do and say anything. Just remember that shit the next time you want to judge somebody else. That's all. So until next time, I'm hoping you guys are well. If not, please do better. You got my love. You got my light. I'm sending it all to you, all my listeners, all my commenters, subscribers, my followers, supporters, subscribers. I love you all. Thank you so much. Go listen to the mixtape. It's on SoundCloud. I'll leave that in the description below. If you guys like rap and hip-hop and don't mind a little foul language and some obscenities every now and again, listen to my music. It's a mix of some... it's mostly older music. There's only one new song that I did probably like a couple of weeks ago. The rest of the music is either a year old or like 10 years old, but it's music that I've never put out before. So give it a listen. Let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to get the numbers up on my subscribers. I'm trying to get the numbers up on likes, comments, and listeners on my SoundCloud as well. I never really promoted my SoundCloud like that. But now that I actually have a project, I'm promoting it. That's where I've been these last couple of weeks. I know I've been kind of out of the video realm for a minute, but I'm getting back into it. I'm trying to balance all of these things that I'm trying to do. I'm hoping you guys stay patient and stay with me. And I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Thank you.